After students have been in number worlds, it is important that we assess them frequently to make sure they are progressing toward the skills and concepts that you're teaching them. There are a variety of assessments in number worlds. There are weekly tests that are every fifth lesson. There are cumulative tests, which are only for the prevention levels of levels A and B. There are also unit tests. Each unit also has a pretest. Let's take a look at some of these assessments and which ones are available for online assessments. Once you get to your teacher page, you'll notice you'll have a tab for online assessments. Once you click on online assessments, all the assessments in number worlds will populate. You can take a look at all the assessments just from this particular window. When I click on number worlds, it'll show me every test available for my students. You can see the cumulative review tests, which are for the prevention levels of levels A and B. You'll see weekly tests, which are for levels C and above. You'll also see unit tests, which are for levels D through J. These tests actually can be taken online, graded, and then generated in reports. Let's make an assignment for a test for our students. When I want to assign a test, I go to Test Generator. A drop-down menu will allow me to select Classes and Assignments or Reporting. Select Classes and Assignments. Once I select Classes and Assignments, I simply find my class and click on it and drag it to the center. Let's take my 5th grade class. It'll automatically ask me, do I want to assign them a new assignment? Because I've already assigned them one pretest. I'm going to assign them a new assessment. I named the assessment and it's going to be our first weekly test. So I'm going to name it Weekly Test 1. I'm going to select the test from the bank of tests already populated in the system. Because my students are working in level E, I'm going to scroll down to level E and go to Weekly Test. We're in Unit 1, so I'm going to select the test that we're working in and click OK. There are several options at this point. You can switch the language, you can have a study guide. Those are completely up to you. But the test that I just selected populates and I'm happy with it, I'll click Next. It'll ask me, are these the students I want to include? These are all the students in my 5th grade class. I'm going to say yes and click Next. Here's an important piece for you to note. Please make sure if you want the students' results for reporting purpose, make sure this stays checked. Once you click Next, I can set a date, a time frame, the amount of time needed for the students to take the test. And then now I'm finished. If I were to go back to my page, I could see that I made an assignment for this test, and the students would go to their student page, they will see this assignment. Assessments are an important part of number worlds. It's important to know that students are progressing towards success with the skills and concepts that you're teaching them. For this activity, I'd like for you to go and assign an assessment. It can be a weekly assessment or a unit pretest. Once you've assigned the assessment, take a look at the data. Discuss on the discussion board how you're going to use this data to inform your instruction to continue in SRE number worlds.